Okay. I keep doing videos today, but it's because I'm watching things on TV, and it reminded me of about a year ago. I had a dream, and in my dream, I was in this house that I lived in Kingfisher, going on 8 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever it was. Yeah, 7 years ago. And in my dream, I heard a sound outside, and when I looked out the window, I saw these something in the sky. It looked like clouds, but also looked like thousands and millions of angels. And I turned to the person in the house and I said, Jesus is coming. And it was one of the Pharisees from back in the biblical days, and he was putting on his, I don't know what that thing that they put around their neck, that hangs with the little dinglets at the bottom. The one that the lady with the blood issue knew to touch on Jesus that would heal her. But anyways, he put his, Torah, not Torah, I don't know what it's called, shame on me. But anyways, he put this on, and I was like, forget that, I'm going outside. I mean, I couldn't get that door open fast enough, and I run outside, and I look up, and I see just like the sky is just full of these angels, and they're flying over, and they're like coming for the people, because Jesus had come for the church, his bride. And I'm watching them, and I'm just holding my hands up, and I'm waiting, and they fly past. And they didn't take me. And I was horrified. And so, like that night, when I was at, I think, praise practice, because I sing on the praise team at my church, I told one of the deacons about this dream. I said, and I was just floored that they didn't take me. I kid you not, may God strike me dead with lightning right now if I'm lying. That next night, that night after telling Deacon Bob about my dream, I had the same dream again. Only this time the Pharisee wasn't in my house. It kind of sped past that part to where I was ripping the door out. I run outside and I'm dropping to my knees and I'm holding my hands up because I see the angels and I know Jesus is coming. And this time in my dream, they didn't pass me up. I felt myself being lifted up to them. Not just rising slowly. It was like really fast. And that's not the only dream that I've had, but to have the same dream 2 nights in a row. Now, I've had dreams that have repeated like, over the years, but never the same dream 2 nights in a row. And so I took that as God let me know, I'm not forgetting you. You're going. Don't worry. It's all good. And then I've had, prior to that, before I even really got deep into studying the Bible, I just kind of was going through the motions going to church, like a lot of Christians do. I had a dream and I forgot what it was about, but I just remember the one part where I had this certain billfold that my daughter gave me, and I was talking to this guy, and when I went to leave, I noticed that the billfold was gone out of my purse, so I turned back to him, and in my dream, I was saying, like, all right, give it back, and he starts smiling. Well, I don't know if anyone has ever dry-fired a weapon, but there's a distinctive clink sound that it makes, and I heard that behind me. And I knew then why that guy was smiling, because I knew his buddy had just shot me. So I turned to look at the buddy, and that's when I realized he had just shot me in the back of the head. And immediately it was dark, but as quick as everything went black, immediately there was light. And so I took that also as God letting me know what's going to happen when I do leave this earthly vessel, because my spirit's eternal. And when we leave this earthly vessel, we're going to spend somewhere eternity. I'm shooting for up. I want to go higher. I want to be in the presence of God. So these dreams have to have meaning, It says in the end time, now I was talking about men, but I'm sure it's for women too. It says, and I always get these backwards, old men will dreams, and the young men will have visions, or it's vice versa. I'm not sure, but... And I believe that for women too. So I'm standing in faith on that dream, or dreams, I should say. But the fact that one dream was the same exact dream, with the exception of it sped forward past me looking at the Pharisee who was worried about getting his shawl on just right and getting everything fixed just right before he went out there to see Jesus. And I was like, psh, forget that. I'm out of here. I'm going outside, man. I'm just going just like I am. God's coming for us. I'm getting out there. And so, yeah, I was pretty floored the first time it passed me, but I was happy the next night when I realized that they didn't leave me this time. So anyways, I just wanted to share that from something I was watching on TV. Have a blessed day.